Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave, and today is a new edition of Simple to Stunning Sundays. I can't wait for you to see the cards because they're amazing. I even love my simplest card, which is this one. I am going to showcase these cards featuring Stampin' Up's two bundles, actually. The Thoughtful Blooms stamp set, which is a celebration set, a set you can earn for free with a $50 purchase. And then I'm also going to showcase the So Sentimental bundle. Now, this bundle is more than what you might think. This bundle also includes the amazing Stitched So Sweetly dies. And these dies include a set of labels that actually work together despite the fact that they're different shapes, as well as a nested set of stitched scalloped rectangles. And I have to tell you, this is my favorite part of the Occasions catalog so far. I've been getting so much use out of them. Additionally, I have to put my shameless plug in. I have a Creativity to Go kit for this bundle right here this month, and it will feature 8 cards with this bundle, and I can't wait for you to see them because they're really fun. All right, we're going to use that stamp set along with, like I said, the Thoughtful Bloom stamp set to make this super cute card. And then we're going to make it stunning. I already think this one is pretty great as it is, but of course we can always do extra things to it to make it even more impressive. So I'm going to start with 2 pieces, actually 3 pieces of white. I've got my card base, which is thick whisper white, and that just makes a sturdier card, which I love. And then I am going to also use 2 pieces of white. I've got I gotta remember, I cut a bunch of paper, so I gotta make sure I've got this right. A 3.5 by 4 3/4, and then a 3 and, how big did I make this one? 3 3/4 by 5, sorry. All right, now what I'm going to do is start by stamping my flower on here, and I've got a great little rainbow. I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, Grapefruit Grove, So Saffron, Pear Pizzazz, Coastal Cabana, the color that lets us know God loves us, and Highland Heather. It's always a good card whenever Coastal Cabana is in the mix, right? Okay. So I'm going to take and start. Actually, I'm going to open up my ink pads. I know this is going to make people crazy, but it's okay. I am a professional. I like to have a lot of open ink pads on my desk at any one time. It just feeds the chaos, and honestly, chaos is where I make my best cards. So every once in a while, I have to sacrifice a card to the ink gods, but I love it. All right, so I'm going to start by stamping my little flower right there in Flirty Flamingo. I'll clean it quick with my Stampin' Chamois, and then I'll stamp another in Grapefruit Grove and a third in So Saffron. Okay, then I'm going to come back and do a second row with Pear Pizzazz, with Coastal Cabana, and finally Highland Heather. Okay, that looks fantastic. And then I want to add my sentiment, which is from this that So Sentimental bundle with the dies that I showed you. And this just says for you. And I'm going to stamp this in some smoky slate ink. Okay, and there we go. Now, to add a little pizzazz to this, of course, we're going to get out some pearls. I have to show you this because you're going to laugh. This is a sheet with one single pearl, and I've just been itching to film this video so I can get rid of this one pearl. I love using my Take Your Pick tool to place those pearls or rhinestones in position. There we go. And it works so well for that. Okay, now I can throw that sheet away. I'm so happy. So we'll crack out a brand new sheet. And look at all these pearls that comes on the sheet. So I love using Stampin' Up! Pearls. Now, the really cool thing about this stamp set is that it also has a coordinating punch that you can also get for free from Stampin' Up! So that punch we're going to use on the next card. All right, so to finish this up, I'm going to layer my 2 pieces of cardstock together. And I like that look. It just makes your card look a little bit more impressive. And then we're going to pop this up onto a card, the card base we started with. And here's the other thing I love doing is finishing off a sheet of dimensionals. So this is like one of those so satisfying videos that you see. I just have to giggle about my weird thing. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me happy to finish these things off. Okay, so our first card looks like this. So cute. All right, our second card is going to be stepped up just a little. In this second card, I'm going to start just the same with a half a sheet cardstock. We'll give it a good crease with my bone folder. And then I'm going to take, and I've cut a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, which I embossed with I think it's called Tropical Weave. I'll have the for sure name of it in the description of this video, but this is a new embossing folder from our Occasions catalog, and I love the look of a little embossing on a white card. And so I'll go ahead and adhere that, and really you can use either side. I like both of them. So it's just kind of up to you which one you prefer. I'll adhere that on, and then I die cut the largest of those scalloped stitched rectangles, and we're going to do our stamping on this one. Okay, so for this card, I'm going to take and add a sentiment on here first, and that way I can make sure I'm placing my flowers in the position that I want them to be in. So I'm going to use my basic smoky slate ink pad once again, and I'll just stamp that on here kind of like so. And again, my sentiment is from my bundle where these dies were coordinated with. All right, then I've gone ahead and stamped and punched, just so you didn't have to watch me do this on camera, all of the beautiful colors of flowers. I'm just putting them in order. And then I'm going to just take and kind of cup them, I guess, so that there's some dimension to them. And then we'll take each of these and place them on our card. Okay, I love using glue dots for this. It makes the job so easy. Next, what I'm going to do is, of course, embellish with pearls. So we'll add those pearls in, and notice that I had placed all of them down on there to make sure they were positioned in the right placement as well as the right color order for my card. And then I went ahead and put them all on. And that cupping kind of gives you the opportunity to sort of smoosh them in a little tighter than they would be if they were flat. All right, so there we go. All we're going to do to this is pop it up onto our card base, and that is our next card. Isn't that awesome? Oh, so much fun. So I love this. It doesn't take too much longer to stamp and punch those out, but they're really, really pretty, and it's an easy card to create fairly quickly. And I love the soft rainbow of colors. Many of the colors I'm using are subtles colors, but there's a bright and an in color in there as well. So actually a couple brights. Oops, there we go. So centered up on my card. Perfect. All right, my third card is going to feature, and I've done all the stamping for this. My third card is going to feature the same items, the same layout as this second card, but we're really going to take it a step up. And I'm going to show you the finished version first. This is what it looks like. Now, before you gasp, Probably because you think it's so amazing, right? No, just kidding. Before you guess, because of all the punched flowers I have on here, it really did not take that long to do this. And I'll probably speed the film up just, so while you're watching, you don't have to watch the whole thing, in real time. But I love this card. So I also took another one of the dies from my bundle, and we're going to stamp Sending Healing Hugs on here. And I love this sentiment. It's just so sweet. So there we go. And then I'm also going to take and start just like I did the last card. So I've got my half sheet of cardstock. We'll fold that in half. Now don't forget, all of the products that I used are linked in the description of this video below, as well as links to my blog, so you can see the still photos of this, and you can also see graphics of all the supplies that I used with links to my online store. And of course, I would so appreciate your business. If there's anything that you need to purchase, it would really rock my world if you would consider shopping through me, because it helps me bring more amazing videos like this to you each week. All right, I finished off my sheet of dimensionals, so now I'm on to the next one. I'm going to pop this up just like I did before, and then we're going to start placing all of those flowers onto our card. Now, the most important thing to do when placing those flowers is to, and I'll show you. Here they all are. The most important thing to do when working with these flowers is to position them where you want them before you start gluing them down, so that you can ensure you can get them basically where you want them to be. That just takes a little bit of time, and so just be patient through that process, because it's not too bad. Okay, so, and what I did here too was kind of balance where I'm placing the different flowers, so that you don't have all the same pattern of flower in all the same places. And that helps a lot as well. And then, of course, our sentiment will go right about there. Okay, so now it's all about the glue dots. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Now I'm going to put the pearls in. And again, my Take Your Pick tool makes that process so much easier. All right, guys, so there are our 3 gorgeous cards. We've got Sending Healing Hugs, Your Friendship is a Blessing, and A Simple for You. I hope you've loved these projects, and if you have any questions, just give me a comment below. Thanks for stamping with me today, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.